The doomsday clock has only 89 seconds to its name, 1 second less than last year, which is an indication that the world is in grave danger. And I'd like to point to one of our main culprits, climate crisis.
Evidence that climate change,
burning fossil fuel.
Temperatures can get colder than ever before, hotter than ever before.
As the climate crisis worsens,
when ice on land melts,
Which made 30 times.
an entire species is at stake.
And the world is in need of an innovation.
Hello everyone, I'm Triết.
And I'm Minh.
We are Team Serotiny, here to deliver our opinions about the motions. This is our belief that we should incentivize existing fossil fuel companies to adopt greener practices, rather than financing green startups.
So, to keep things simple, we agree with this view for two main reasons, which will be explained in just a second.
Okay, so to kick things off, we have to talk about how more fossil fuel companies have the sufficient conditions for changing. For one, they have vast financial resources, but then they've also built relationships with their investors, gain their confidence. So if these companies plan to transition, they'll be more able to afford costly equipment and technologies for sustainable energy and carbon capturing method.
In addition, these companies have experts in the field of energy, and especially in the process of obtaining and processing fossil fuels, and also how to dispose of waste. Such insights could give them an understanding of where emissions come from and how they can be mitigated. Their realistic views could lead to realistic solutions and also prevent drastic measures such as a massive worker layoff or an immediate cut on production.
Okay, moving on to our second point. We believe that encouraging changes in traditional energy companies could be hugely influential in many aspects. One carbon major database reveals that just the top 36 fossil fuel firms took up over half the world carbon emission in 2023, which is approximately 20 billion tons of carbon dioxide. To put into perspective, that is around the weight of 40,000 Burj Khalifas, the tallest building in the world combined. Understandably, many were upset about this and have joined in numerous campaigns against these companies. In this dire situation, a green initiative could attract massive public support while also improving their image and reputation, which could appeal to green investors and workers.
Moreover, rivals in the fossil fuel industry tend to follow what they see working well, and in this case, that is going green. The potential revenue generated and the improved credibility is truly irresistible to them, and sooner or later, they will have to hop onto this new movement. In a way, the incentivizing programs create a ripple effect. First, there will be one company, and then 10, and then hundreds and thousands of companies following it, transforming sustainability into a norm in the industry.
Here's the thing, there will certainly be someone wondering, doesn't all this mean rewarding harmful behavior? To this we say this is misleading, as these incentives are not rewards for past environmental damage, but rather motivations for present and future improvements. By tying benefits, such as tax breaks, to measurable progress, for example, reduction in carbon emission or increased investment in renewable technologies, states can ensure that only the companies that fulfill the task receive their rewards. And if the companies cannot meet the sustainability standards, the incentives will be revoked.
Now, before concluding, we want to emphasize that we do not disregard the importance of supporting green startups. However, the urgent climate challenges and emissions that we have today is on an enormous scale.
That's why we believe that empowering existing fossil fuel companies to adopt greener practices remains a better option. They are the ones who could implement green technologies on a scale that smaller innovators could not reach, and make a sizable dent on a fossil fuel-driven world.
Thank you.